Imagine this. You're a billionaire. You walk into one of New York's most exclusive restaurants where a single meal costs more than most people's rent. The lights are low, the air smells of money and privilege, and you've got the kind of card in your wallet that can buy the entire place 10 times over. But when you pull it out, the waiter pauses. He looks at you, then the card, then back at you again. And with a quiet, cutting voice, he says, "Sorry, sir. This card isn't allowed here. Not declined and not expired. Just not allowed." Why? Because behind the wealth, the suit, the success, he was still a black man in America. His name was Marcus Williams, one of the wealthiest black entrepreneurs in the country. He'd built a business empire in tech, real estate, and investments, the kind of self-made success story people usually celebrate. That night, Marcus wasn't out to prove anything. He was celebrating a new deal with close friends. The restaurant sparkled with chandeliers, laughter echoed across the room, and for a brief moment, Marcus allowed himself to relax. His Platinum Centurion card, one of the most elite cards in existence, sat in his pocket like a quiet symbol of achievement. But deep down, Marcus knew a truth he could never fully escape. No amount of money or status could erase the color of his skin. That night would prove it in the harshest way possible. The waiter approached the table, smiled stiffly, and picked up the card. But instead of swiping it, he hesitated. "Sir, I'm sorry, this card can't be accepted here." Table went silent. Marcus tilted his head, half amused, half irritated. "That's an American Express Centurion card," he replied. "You take Amex, don't you?" The waiter shuffled uncomfortably, glancing toward the manager. Moments later, a man in a tailored suit appeared, wearing a polite smile that didn't reach his eyes. "Sir, I'm afraid this card isn't allowed here. You have another method of payment?" "Not declined. Not a system error. Just not allowed." Marcus's friends shifted in their seats, whispers of disbelief spreading. Did he just say not allowed? One muttered. Marcus stayed calm, but the sting was undeniable. "Are you saying my money isn't good enough?" Manager cleared his throat. "It's just our policy." But Marcus knew what it really was. Not a policy, but prejudice, dressed up in language off customer service language. The air grew heavy. Conversations around the restaurant began. Too quiet as nearby tables listened in. Here sat a billionaire who could outspend everyone in the room, yet he was being treated like a fraud. Marcus reached into his jacket pocket, pulled out his phone, and dialed his personal banker. On speaker, the crisp voice echoed, "Mr. Williams, your Centurion card is fully active, unlimited access. No restrictions whatsoever." The manager's smile cracked. His face paled. Yet even then, instead of an apology, he muttered about confusion and miscommunication. But Marcus understood. It wasn't confusion. It wasn't policy. Too. It was racism, raw, unfiltered, and humiliating. Night ended without dessert, without joy. Marcus paid with another card, but his silence thundered louder than any argument. Days later, headlines exploded. Black billionaire humiliated at luxury restaurant. Marcus revealed he had canceled a multi-million-dollar deal with a company that partly owned the restaurant group. His message was simple. If his presence wasn't respected, neither was his money. Social media lit up. News outlets debated, and people across America shared their own stories. For Marcus, though, the incident wasn't about attention. It was about truth. That in a world where wealth should open doors, racism still finds a way to slam them shut. So let me ask you, what would you do if you pulled out a card that could buy anything only to be told it wasn't allowed? This story isn't just about a billionaire. It's about every black man and woman forced to prove their worth in places where they should already belong. Drop the name of your city in the comments if you're watching this. And tell me, do you believe money can ever truly protect someone from prejudice?